Hi friends, welcome to Edupedia World. This is Varun Ganga. Friends, in our last session we have seen some examples regarding how to find square roots of perfect squares. And now in this session we are going to see some more examples regarding the same concept. So why to wait? Let us see those examples. So here the example that I am going to take is find the square root of 2401. So friends, in order to find the square root of 2401, at first we have to split the number into two parts as shown below. So therefore, I am writing the number 2401 first, and I am splitting this number with a vertical bar like this. And I am splitting this number in such a way that the last two digits, that is 0 and 1, should come in the first part, and 2 and 4 should become in the second part. After splitting this number, if we observe, the last digit what we have got here is 1. So as we have discussed in our earlier session that if we get the last digit as 1, the last digit what we are going to get in our answer, that is in the first part of our answer, would be 1 or 9. But in order to get confirmation which of these two digits fits best, we have to take the second part, that is 24. And we have to make a thorough check that in which two square numbers does this 24 lies. And if you make a check and if you observe, the number 24 lies between 4 square and 5 square, that is 16 and 25. And if you observe this number 24, it is very nearer to the largest square number, that is 5 square, that is 25. Since the number, that is the second part, what we have got here is 24 and it is very nearer to the largest number. So therefore, we have to take the larger number, that is 9, in our first part of the answer. And the second part, what we have to take here is, as I have told you that we have to take always the least square number, that is 4. So therefore, the first part of the answer, what we have got here is 9, and the second part of the answer, what we have got is 4. And by combining these two parts, we get the final answer. And therefore, that is square root of 2401 is equals to 49. So friends, this is the way how we can use the square roots of perfect squares methodology in order to get the square roots of the given perfect squares. So friends, I hope that you have understood pretty well how to use this method. And now let us see one more example. The other example, now what I am going to take here is find the square root of 3969. So friends, at first we had to write the number and we had to split the number into two parts as shown below. So let us write the number first, that is 3969, and I am splitting this number with a vertical bar like this, and I am splitting this number in such a way that the last two digits, that is 69, should come in the first part and the remaining digits, that is 39, should come in the second part. After splitting this number, if you observe the first part, the last digit what we have got is 9. And friends, I think you know that in our earlier session we have discussed that the number what you are going to get in the last. So friends, as we have discussed in our last session that what we are going to get in the last digit. So friends, as we have discussed in our last session, the number that we are going to get in the last as the last digit. So friends, as we have discussed in our last session that the number what we are going to get as the last digit decides the last digit in our answer, that is in the first part. So here the last digit what we have got is 9, and therefore the last digit what we are going to get in our answer may be 3 or 7. But in order to get confirmation which of these two digits fits best, we have to take the second part. So here the second part what we have got is 39, and therefore now we have to make a thorough check in which two square numbers does this 39 lies. And if you check and if you observe, the number 39 lies between the square numbers 6 square and 7 square, that is 36 and 49. And also by observing, you can say that this number 39 is very nearer to the smallest square number, that is 6 square. And therefore, and since the number 39 is very nearer to the smallest square number, therefore we have to take the least number, that is 3, in our first part of the answer. And the second part what we are going to take here is, we have to take always the smallest square number, that is 6, as our second part of the answer. So friends, if you observe here in the first part, the last digit under the square root what we have got is 9, and therefore the last digit what we are going to get in our answer may be 3 or 7. I think we have discussed about this thing in our last session. But in order to make confirmation which of these two digits fits best, that is 3 or 7, we had to take the second part, that is 39, and we had to make a thorough check in which two square numbers does this 39 lies. And if you make a check, the number 39 lies between 6 square and 7 square, that is 36 and 49. And if you observe, the number 39 is very nearer to the smallest square number, that is 6 square. Since the number 39 is very nearer to the smallest square number, therefore we have to take the smaller number, that is 3, in our first part of the answer. And in the second part, as I have already told you, that we have to always take the least square number, that is 6. And therefore the first part of the answer what we have got is 3, and the second part of the answer what we have got is 6. And therefore by combining these two parts, that is the second part with the first part, we get the final answer, that is square root of 3969 is equals to 63. So friends, this is the way how we use the method of finding the square roots of perfect squares in Vedic mathematics. I hope that you have understood pretty well how to use this method in Vedic mathematics. So friends, in the next session we are going to have some more examples regarding with the same topic. For watching this video, thank you. Have a nice day.